Hello and welcome to Module 5, Chapter 6. In this presentation, we'll explore the responsibilities of PLA-MNH Group managers in relation to building the capacities of PLA-MNH Group supervisors. This presentation is split into 5 sections. First, we'll consider the responsibilities, knowledge and skills that PLA-MNH Group managers need to manage PLA-MNH Group programs. Second, we'll consider the capacities that PLA-MNH Group supervisors need to perform their role well. Before looking at how PLA-MNH Group managers can build the capacities of PLA-MNH Group supervisors. Then we'll cover what to do next after reviewing this presentation. And finally, we'll also give you guidance on how to get any answers to any questions you might have. First, let's look at the key responsibilities of PLA-MNH Group managers. As presented previously, PLA-MNH Group managers are very important to the success of PLA-MNH Group programs. Managers have 4 key responsibilities. First, managing PLA-MNH Group programs. Second, reporting on PLA-MNH Group progress. Third, linking PLA-MNH groups. And fourth, building the capacity of PLA-MNH Group supervisors. In Chapter 6, we concern specifically with the 4th responsibility, building the capacity of PLA-MNH Group supervisors. There is one knowledge and skill area that is critical for PLA-MNH Group managers to deliver this responsibility effectively: capacity building skills. Before looking at how PLA-MNH Group managers can build the capacity of the supervisors, let's look at 2 things. What do we mean by capacity building? And what knowledge and skills do supervisors need to perform their role well? Turning our attention to the first of those, let's remind ourselves by what we mean by capacity building. It can be defined as a process of developing and strengthening the skills, instincts, abilities, processes and resources that organizations and communities need to survive, adapt and thrive. Now let's remind ourselves about the knowledge and skills that PLA-MNH Group supervisors need to perform their role well. These are M&H knowledge, knowledge of the PLA-MNH Group cycle, reporting skills, and linking skills. You can revisit Module 4 for more details on these. We'll now look into the specifics of how the capacity of supervisors can be built in practice. Here we will look at the principles which managers should follow and the methods they can use. Starting with principles first. Improving maternal and newborn health is a group effort. The PLA-MNH team structure reflects that. People who are selected to become PLA-MNH managers are recognised as important and reliable players in the community health system. Being a good manager improves the performance of the supervisors, which in turn helps PLA-MNH groups perform well. However, while they usually share certain common characteristics, they may have different experiences of working as managers. But there are certain principles that managers can apply which can help to build the capacities of PLA-MNH Group supervisors. These are getting to know your supervisors. Managers should try to get to know the supervisors in their team while always respecting local social norms and making sure they and the supervisors feel at ease. Knowing even a little bit about their team members' professional and personal interests can help managers manage them effectively and efficiently. Giving honest feedback. Managers should try to give honest feedback. Feedback needs to be balanced and given in a calm manner. If a supervisor is facing challenges in performing their role, how can the manager help to improve their performance? Acknowledging success. Whenever supervisors are doing well, managers should acknowledge their successes. The team should celebrate even small achievements. This can really build confidence in the supervisors. Mentoring. Managers can also see themselves as mentors who motivate their supervisors. Everyone needs some encouragement from time to time to excel in their role. Guidance from a more experienced colleague can make a big difference to how supervisors perform. Sharing knowledge and experiences. Managers should share knowledge and life experiences with their supervisors. They might be surprised how even simple tips can be beneficial to their supervisors. And finally, working together. Managers need to remember that they are not alone. PLA-MNH is a community of people who are all working together to improve maternal and newborn health in their area. If they ever need advice or just a chat, they should reach out to their PLA-MNH peers. Now that we have covered the principles that managers should follow, let's turn our attention to the practical methods they can employ to build the capacity of their supervisors. Managers have several opportunities to build the capacities of their supervisors. Before supervisors start working with a group, they'll be trained in a classroom-style training in the PLA-MNH cycle and all the other core capacities they need to perform their role well. If possible, supervisors will also be given shorter refresher trainings during the program implementation. Depending on the specific program design, PLA-MNH group managers may be responsible for delivering and training their supervisors. Managers observe supervisors in their work and review supervisor reports, so can provide advice and mentoring directly after the observations. These observations are an opportunity for managers to provide support and coaching as required, to support the development of their capacities. Supervisors tend to really appreciate this one-on-one support from their managers. If managers can build a good relationship with the supervisors, it can inspire and motivate them to go the extra mile. In addition, if a supervisor is struggling in their role, they might feel more comfortable to confide in a manager if those one-on-one meetings happen rather than in group sessions. Whenever possible, the PLA-MNH group supervisors will come together as a large group to celebrate successes, discuss challenges and share learning. It is a great opportunity for managers to join these meetings. The manager can support supervisors in their cluster. It is also an opportunity for them to strengthen connections between the supervisors in their own cluster and beyond. The above methods are usual examples of how capacity of supervisors can be built. However, individual programs may have additional ideas on how to strengthen their capacity. One example of such an additional method is bringing together pairs of supervisors for one-to-one peer learning or observations. Managers are in a great position to help match those supervisors who can exchange their knowledge and skills, but are also based close enough to make these meetings easy. Organising one-to-one peer sessions can be operationally challenging if they try to include all supervisors, so the programme may decide to deliver it for supervisors who are finding their role particularly challenging. So what should you do now that you have reviewed this presentation? First, we recommend that you update the Module 5 Progress Tracker. Second, we encourage you to do exercise 6.1 to reinforce your learning.